Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. Now, before we get started with today's video, if you could hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to be notified of future content, we would greatly appreciate it as it really helps out the channel. Now, this is something that I see all the time in young people. It's something that I am regularly seeing in people as they're going through their life, is they're trying to figure out who they are. Who are they really? What makes them unique? What makes them special? What gives them their identity? And many, many times what I see in people is that people will try and figure out who they are by what they can do. What skills do they have that make them special? What are the things that they can do that maybe they can do better than the people around them? Are they a really great basketball player? Are they a really great musician? Do they write really, really well because they could create great stories? Do they sing? Are they an amazing singer? And those things are great, and you may be able to find something that you really are good at, but eventually you run into a problem, and that problem is there's always going to be someone else out there that's better than you. And I really don't care. It's like almost everything that you do in life, you can have a natural ability for something. You can have something that you are really good at. But it's only a matter of time before after a while, you meet somebody who's actually a little better than you. They're actually a little more gifted than you are. And you have to realize, wait, I'm not the best at this anymore. I'm not the number one, or I'm not the greatest in this field anymore. I'm not who I thought I was. And now my identity is all messed up, as my identity was based on me being special with this certain skill or with this certain thing. And that's because you're trying to use just an innate ability to define who you are. And that's going to cause you problems. What's a better approach is to not ask what it is that you're good at and not as what you have talent at, but rather to ask yourself, what do you love? That is something that is much more powerful, because if you can find something that you love, you are going to want to do more of it. You may have a natural ability for certain things, but you may not have a passion for them. And if you have a natural ability without that passion, you're only going to do it for a while. And you're going to do it for a while until it no longer serves you, and it no longer becomes pleasing, and it no longer excites you. And when you hit that, you're going to walk away. When you hit that point, it's going to be like, I don't want this anymore. I'm done. I'm walking away from it. But if you find something that speaks to your heart, that provides that spark inside of you, that gives you a deep passion about what it is that you would be involved in, and the reason that you're doing it, and the purpose behind it, and it just lights you up and gets you excited, that's going to be something that's going to draw you in. It's going to pull you. You don't have to push yourself to do it. It's going to automatically pull you to do it, because you're going to be drawn to it, because you're going to love it. And when that happens, what inevitably happens is when you start doing it again and again, just out of the sheer joy of doing it and the love of doing it, you're going to take that innate ability that's inside of you. Because anytime you have something like that you love to do, there's some ability behind it naturally. But when you keep doing it and you keep progressing with it, you're going to improve that ability. Because what you start out with is a lot of potential. You start out with a lot of potential to do amazing things, but that potential doesn't get developed unless it's worked, unless it's practiced, unless it's continued to be used. And the easiest way to do that is to focus on what you love to do, because you're going to want to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And the more that you do it, the better you will be. And the better that you get at doing whatever this thing is, the more value you will be able to create. And when you're creating valuable things, or maybe you're creating products or services or experiences for people, you're creating something that people will pay for. Something that people will reward you for, because that ability that you've chased down and pursued because your heart was in it has turned into something amazing. And that's why, as we approach this, start going into this new year, and as we start setting new goals for ourselves, we're setting new challenges for ourselves, I want you to spend less time thinking about what it is that you're just naturally good at, and I want you to spend more time thinking about, what do you love? What do you really love to do? What do you love to get involved in and be a part of? And focus on that this year. Spend your time really investing in those things, and over time, you will develop things and ways that you can create such value that you will be able to earn income from them. But you may have to be a little creative, but I know that it's possible because there's been some crazy stories out there over the years of people who were able to take an idea that they thought was silly, but they just absolutely loved it. And as a result of getting so good at it, people started to pay them for it. Entertainers, people who came up with crazy product ideas of something that they found that was just an amazing thing that they did that gave them such joy. All sorts of things are out there. Do what you love. That's the thing that's going to drive you forward. That's the thing that's going to give your life meaning and give your life purpose. Don't just do something because you have an ability for it. Do something because you have a love for it. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.